If you see from the picture, the same clothes are there, no?
Concordia professor Mahesh Sharma keeps a clear plastic bag among the papers and documents in his Montreal office. The contents of the bag reveal the clothes and personal belongings of his deceased family of 4 who died 40 years ago in the Air India bombing of 1985. His wife Uma, their 2 daughters Sandhya and Swati, and his mother-in-law Shakuntala were all headed for a summer vacation to India.
The bodies they were numbered. So this is for the other daughter, 25. This is 103 for other daughter.
A bomb planted inside Air India Flight 182 exploded over the Atlantic Ocean on June 23, 1985, off the coast of Ireland, killing all 329 people on board. The plane was en route from Toronto to India, carrying mostly Canadian passengers. Of the passengers on board, 286 were Canadian citizens with East Indian origin. The tragedy ranks as the worst terrorist attack in Canadian history. The families of the victims traveled to Ireland shortly after the bombings to identify the bodies of their loved ones, but officials recovered only around a third of the bodies from the sea. The body of Sharma's wife were among those that were never found, something he says was a relief to him at the time.
Now I remember the way I saw last time. Many people, they saw mutilated body, the nightmare every day for them. At least I'm safe from that.
The bombing of Air India Flight 182 remains the largest mass murder in Canadian history, an attack that was conceived, planned, and executed in Canada. Despite this, a recent City News Léger poll conducted in March found the majority of Canadians are unfamiliar with the tragedy. 40 years on, Sharma says that moving forward to keep the memory of his family alive is what's most important to him. He says that he considered committing suicide during the aftermath of the bombing before deciding that without him, there would be no one to carry the victim's legacy.
But then I realized, why not I work and all the money I earn, put in their name? Will be best. If I commit suicide, then nothing, I'll finish. But in this way, at least I will be able to create some legacy.
In 2007, the Sandhya and Swati Memorial Scholarship was made in memory of Sharma's daughters and the victims of the bombing.
I came with $8 in my pocket, and I was helped by Canada. So it's my job to give the money back to education, and I feel happy about it.
Many of the victims' families expressed disappointment in the Canadian government for their actions following the bombing. The trial for 2 people accused of being part of the bombing began nearly 18 years later and was the longest and most expensive investigation in Canadian history. Sharma believes that justice wasn't properly served, but says moving forward is the best way to honor his loved ones.
At the stage of life, the more you desire and you don't get it, you're more dissatisfied. So I'm happy with that, what happened. Move further, and keep their memory alive in your own heart. That's your job, that's it.
The National Day of Remembrance for Victims of Terrorism is observed on June 23rd. In Montreal, Zachary Cheung, City News.